In this video, we cover experts if you're going through menopause and who to look for and what to look for an expert that's going to suit you on your journey. Hi, I'm Grace. I've been through menopause over the last decade, coming out the other end. I want to share with you my experiences and insights to help you on your journey. Now, what do we look for in experts? There are three things that I look for based on the experience that I've had. I've probably had around a dozen experts that have advised me seriously from a medical perspective, from a health perspective, around what I should do when I was searching for my solution for menopause. And if you are looking specifically for a gynecologist or a doctor, here are three, if you like, tips on what to look for, and in a way, warning signs if those people perhaps do the opposite of what I'm suggesting here. The first tip is that they listen, that they really stop and listen, and preferably take lots of notes. Now, most doctors do something like that. Most of them are now obviously all online and they will type away as you're speaking. But you want people not only to record information, you actually want people to listen to what's going on for you. So you also want someone who's patient. And that particularly means, like in my case, where I had hundreds of questions. I literally did have a lot of questions. And I know for a couple of the experts that I was working with, they really didn't like that at all. They found that, in a way, getting in the way of their diagnosis. And they sort of forgot the patient. They kind of left me behind. And as a consequence, we didn't have a very long professional relationship as a consequence. I am very lucky to say that, and very grateful to say, I have found a fantastic gynecologist who is just brilliant. So the first thing is, do they listen, and are they tolerant and patient, and more than tolerant, that they really understand that you're going to ask a lot of questions, and although they might be experts in a field, do they have the patience to bring you along with your questions? The second point I really want to talk about is there are different options for how you can deal with menopause. And so how much experience does this expert have in dealing with women who are in either perimenopause or menopause? There are plenty of gynecologists and OBGYNs out there who deal with babies and pregnancy and getting pregnant and trying to keep a pregnancy. Not everybody that is qualified medically to look after women is actually an expert in menopause. So pay attention to the amount of years of experience that your expert actually has in dealing with women who are trying to work out if they're in menopause or are in menopause. That was a real lesson for me. And one story, I actually went to a doctor, very friendly, nice doctor, really kind, listened a lot, but she so relied on her checklists. It became very clear very quickly she was feeling her way, and this was a new practice area for her. There was no question around her training. She'd obviously been through the appropriate training. She'd done after medical doctor training, especially for menopause, but she was new at it, and she really had no tolerance for my questions and also no expertise, couldn't give me the breadth and depth of feedback that I was looking for with my 100 questions that I had. The third point that I want to say, which might be a bit controversial, I have had both male and female gynecologists as my experts, and I have to say that they are, from a qualification point of view, equal. They were all experts in their field. They were excellent. I found that the female gynecologists that I worked with seemed to get me a bit better, kind of understood what was under the hood a little bit more, not so much technically and scientifically, but more around the ups and downs of emotions and being able to relate on my side of the fence. So I have to say to you, finding a good gynecologist is kind of like finding a good friend or a partner. You have to be very careful, pay attention, look at their expertise. So, 3 tips around what to look for in an expert. I hope this was really helpful. In summary, make sure that they have a great bedside manner. Not only do they take your information, but they listen to you and can relate to you. Make sure that they have years of experience in menopause, not just being a gynecologist or an OBGYN. And thirdly, this is my preference only, my opinion, I have found female gynecologists, not all of them, and I've had a number of gynecologists advise me, not all of them, but they seem to get more of what's going on under the hood beyond the technical and scientific of being in menopause. 3 tips. I'd love to hear your comments. Thank you so much for your time. See you in the next channel, in the next video.